Hey everybody, Tim here with today's episodes of Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Season 6, Episodes 5 and 6, Favor the Bold and Sacrifice the Angels. So, at the time of this recording, it is June 16th, which is Captain Picard Day, which is super awesome. To be honest, I'm probably not going to upload this till tomorrow. And this is my 400th video, if you count everything, not just Star Trek, but the Golden Girls, my James Bond videos, my Doctor Who videos, everything. I've now done 400 videos, which is either really amazing or really sad, depending on how you look at it. And I like how this is Captain Picard Day as well. So, to be honest with you, these two episodes, they're super interesting, but again, like, I feel, like I mentioned in the last video, I'm kind of fatigued, and this could just be me. 100% could be me. My husband's birthday's coming up, we got Father's Day, we got Pride, we got all sorts of stuff, and it's Captain Picard Day. I'm tired. Like, I've been doing a lot of work, I'm exhausted, but I'm still trying to keep these videos going. So, overall, I thought these were a really interesting two-part episode. I'm probably too tired to really have appreciated them as much as I should have. I might even go back and rewatch them, but for the most part, they were really interesting. It's not the end of the war, but it is the end of the battle. So we see Rom being in trouble for being caught in the last episode, which was mostly due to Odo's fault. We see that Jake is trying to get they've figured out, the Jem'Hadar and the Vorta have figured out, or the Dominion, I'll just group them all together. The Dominion have figured out how to take down the minefield, and Jake has figured out a way to get the message out to Sisko by using Morn, because he's sending his mother a gift for her birthday, and he, does it in the wrapping. So it's kind of interesting. So Sisko finally decides, you know what, enough is enough. It's time to take back the station. So he gets 600 vessels and basically just goes after Deep Space Nine. Now, I'm really curious if the Enterprise is somewhere in there. At this point, it would be the Enterprise E. But I don't read a lot of the Star Trek fan fiction or the novels or anything, so I have no idea. I'm sure somebody's written a book about it, but I'm curious what the Enterprise E is doing right now, or what is Captain Picard doing between the times of the D and the E. I don't know. If any of you guys know, if you could let me know, that would be amazing, because I have no idea. So, we go into part 2, where the Klingon fleet shows up, and I'm boiling this way down. I know that. And, Martok's there, we got the Defiant. So as chaos is just going everywhere, we see Zial dies, Dukat's daughter, which, to be honest, I felt like they never really knew how to use her as a character. They had 3 different actresses play her, so they couldn't even keep that consistent. I mentioned how her makeup changes every other time we see her. So I'm a little sad that they got rid of her character, but at the same time, I felt like they didn't know what to do with her. And her death and the impact it has on Dukat will be important later on down the line. We watch the minefield get destroyed, and so Sisko decides to just fly right into the wormhole and just take things head on, basically a suicide run. And it gets really kind of cool where we see the prophets get involved. And the prophets are like, you can't kill yourself. And Sisko's like, then you have to do something. And they're like, no, we don't get involved. And Sisko's like, then I'm going to die. And it kind of puts them in that weird position, well, we can't have you die, but we don't want to get involved. So in the end, they do get involved. And it's kind of fun to watch. They just kind of wipe out the Dominion crew like it's nothing. Presumably, they send them back in time, or they do something with them. They never really talk about it, because I don't think they're like Q and they're just don't exist anymore, but they don't really mention what they do with it. So Sisko and the Defiant comes out of the wormhole, and Dukat just freaks out. And it's kind of funny because the female changeling and Wei Yun are just like, oh, time to go. And everybody leaves, and the 2-part episode, the 6-episode arc ends with Sisko returning to Deep Space Nine, which it's now been 4 months since they have evacuated, because between the last episode of Season 5 and this episode of Season 6, they say how it's been 3 months there, and now it's been 6 episodes, so it's been quite a while. So it's kind of interesting to watch them do that story arc, because something of that magnitude has never been done in Star Trek. And I felt like they did a really good job, but to me, by the time we got to the end, I was a little tired. So for those who have seen this episode, what did you guys think about it? Did you think it was a brave ambition? Did you think it was too much? What did you think of the battle? Because like I said, this isn't the war. The war is not over, but this battle is over. What did you think of this overall battle? And just kind of what do you guys think about Season 6 overall? What are you guys doing for Captain Picard Day? Go ahead, let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys for the subscriptions, and thank you guys for everything. I will see you guys next time, for you are cordially invited.